Hey, today's practice is a full moon flow. Usually with the full moon, the energy shifts, the emotions get a little higher. At my house, it means that I kind of lose my mind, kick everybody out of the house and tell them if they think they can do so much better, then, hit the bricks. It's a time of grounding because there's a lot of energy sort of spoking all around and pulling you off course. So the work of the full moon practice is to kind of come back together, to maybe even bring your fingertips to touch and hold this quiet space between the hands where you can feel the energy filling on the inhale and this sort of softening, this reflective energy that is the moon on the exhale. So as you sit comfortably, you can maybe sit with the right leg crossed in front of the left. And I don't know, this just sort of to me is like I'm holding it together, right? And then I'm kind of relaxing into what is true, what is present, and what is going on in this moment. So the full moon is a time of coming into manifestation, coming into your fullness. So let's use the breath as our guide, and on an inhale, just rise, fill up. At the height of the inhale, that's the full moon phase, when the prana is all uplifted. And then stay lifted as you exhale and just kind of soften back down. Let the hands come together, palms to prayer. And then again, just float it up, let the fingertips touch this light, delicate point of contact. And then as you exhale, let it all soften. Maybe bow and start to take all the energy and center it. Inhale. And feeling this downward action as you breathe in and this grounding action as you exhale. So it's all about coming back into your roots and smoothing it all out. Inhale, feel the global quality of the breath moving from the navel center out, and then this return to your center and softening back down. Inhale, one more time. Stretching the breath, and then exhale, relax. Bring the palms together in gratitude. And then thread the fingertips here in clarity. Stretch the arms straight up, as though you are just tunneling right up towards the sky and rooting down into the earth. Take a little side bend. And then other side. And then bring the heart up towards the moon. And then exhale and bring that moonlight down and into the third eye. This is a time of intuition, higher calling. It's also a time of blossoming and growth. So come to Lotus Mudra. The thumb comes together and the pinky finger. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, sigh it out through the mouth, deflate. Cool it down. Twice more. Inhale. Feel the fullness of the inhalation, and then exhale. Last one. And exhale. And bring it all back into that space of gratitude. All the patience you need is at your fingertips. And take the hands to your shins. And then let's rock back and get really round. And then dive forward as though you're moving through a wave, right? So we're really feeling the pull of the tide as you dive in. And then rise up. And then exhale and hug it out with yourself. Twice more. Inhale. Swimming through, coming up and above it, and then exhale. Sufi rolls now. Take your heart to the right as you glide back, and then scoop it in. And just starting to really feel all this energy, all this potential around you, and you're just winding it from the base all the way to the crown. And anything that feels like clutter, noise, chatter, other people's energy that maybe you're absorbing. See if with each circle, each sort of a spiral here in these Sufi rolls, you can shed a little bit. And then come on back to center, switch direction, just opposite leg in front, and then switch it up, massaging the back body. So we get into the hips, right? That's where the emotion lives, in the fluid body, the sort of ocean-like energy in the reservoir of the pelvis. So this practice is going to be nice and soothing for the low back and grounding in the lower body. Come on back to center. Inhale. And then exhale. Turning towards the front of your mat. And then just crawl on into your down dog, right? And tread it out a little and feel the roots of your palms and as you breathe into the base of the heels. And then skipping the fire of chaturanga today, we're going to just skim forward and float on into a wave of up dog. Splash it open. And then feel like you're bathing in moonlight. Exhale, lower, cobra, bow, third eye to the ground. And then press back into child's pose, into this nice, round, full quality. Inhale, come forward to downward facing dog again. And then step your feet together at the back of the mat. Inhale, sweep the right leg up nice and high. And massage it forward. Take the knee down. Come to your fingertips. Inhale, coil up. And then exhale, bow to the ocean. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, pour it out. Last one, scoop it up. And as you shift forward, shift off to your outer right hip. Slide the left leg diagonally forward and come into this nice anchored side bend. You might even make this a little more restorative, especially if you're, full moon energy. Maybe you're a little headstrong, you're running your mouth a little bit. You can massage your jaw, back of the neck, and then open it all up like a big yawn. And come on up. Turn towards that straight leg. Inhale. Exhale, bow over that leg. And then walk hand over hand over hand until you come towards the back of or toward the side of the mat. You're going to take your hand down. And then just shift your hips up. And then sweep back down like you're clearing it all out over that leg. And sweep back up. Right hand down, Ardha Vashisthasana again. You just sweep it out into the tide, and then coil back around, lift up. Press into that right hand. See if you can lift out of the left leg, and maybe even bend that leg and feel this big arc of energy. If you can get a hold of the left foot, then press into that, coming into a little bow variation. But if that's cranky at all on your low back, then just keep it lifted or plant it on the floor. Circle back down, hug it out, and then pull your roots up from the navel center. Maybe even stay on the top of that foot, coil in, and then tread it back. Once, twice, a little dance there. Maybe paw through the hands till you realign your down dog. Inhale. Exhale, open the mouth, sigh it out. Inhale. Rise on up. Upward facing dog, shrug through. Exhale, bow. Breathe it back. Child's pose. Get around. Feel the global quality of your breath, the energy spoken out from the center in all directions. Pure potential. Inhale. Exhale. Lift up. Step the left leg high. Massage it forward and through. Lower it down. A little elevator ride. Come to your fingertips. Rise up. And pour out. Rise up. Sit off to the side. A little dismount there. You're going to shift that inner right thigh open. And then side bend. Make it really mellow. Maybe massage the jaw. Lengthen out the right side body. And then breathe it back up. You're going to turn towards that leg and just melt. And walk hand over hand, going back around, all the way around to the outer left hip. Plant your whole palm, and then lift it up. And then just rinse with the tide. You're going to come back down and sweep. And drop, swing up and across. And release it back down. One more, lift up. Maybe stay here. Press into the top of that left foot. Open up and around, almost like you're scooping back through. Kick into that top shin. Breathe in. Breathe out. Set it free. Reach back down. And as you circle back around, crawl your way back through. Bring the knee towards your nose. Maybe shift onto the tops of the feet. And then tread back. Inhale. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, flow forward, upward facing dog. Exhale, cobra. Inhale, exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Now step the right leg forward and through this time, coming into a low runner's lunge. This time we're going to take the left foot, the back foot, and shift so that the toes are moving towards the front foot. If this feels really low and you're like, oh my God, my knees, then oh my God, my knees, they feel so much better up here, right? This is a humble warrior variation, warrior 2 variation. It's down and dirty a little bit, this one, so you got to sort of groove into it. And then from here, you're going to reach out past your right hand like you're drawing a bow and come into your warrior 2. Plant your left hand down, the back hand down, and then, same, it's back. Oh my goodness. And then you're going to sweep back towards the front of your mat again, draw the bow, and sweep. And last one, back into this, set your intention, take aim, get really clear in how you want to use all of the energy flowing around you, and then open your heart to it. Maybe this second pass, you can get a hold of that foot this time. Kick back, imagine that you're sort of wrapping around like a physio ball or maybe even a full moon as you reach back. Draw the top of the navel in, and then release. Step it back through, transition back towards the top of the mat. Step back to down dog. Inhale, ripple like a wave, upward facing. Press back, child's pose to down dog. Inhale, left leg, step it through. So just gentle steps, transitioning, taking the toes towards that front leg. And again, if you need to lift up and out of it, you're here. If you feel healthy in the knee joints, it's not too much drama across the hips, we unfold, humble warrior. Reach way back, and then draw the bow. Sweep across, right hand down. Oh, it just feels so good to come into that side stretch. Draw the bow, and sweep. Last one. Draw it out, open up, and then connect. Feel like you're drawing the limbs back into the core of the body. Kick, shrug it off, lift the top of the pubic bone, pull into the belly, and then slow motion, release. Come on back to the top of your mat. Step it back. Rinse through a wave here. Inhale, exhale, and press back through child's pose. Downward facing. Inhale, take the right leg up high. Gently step that right foot forward. We made it. Warrior 2 base. If you have a block handy, make it handier and bring it close at its highest level. If you have like a small child or a toddler, you could also maybe use them. to help support you coming up. You come into warrior two. Nice, and then reach back. Draw the bow. And sweep back, reverse. From here, we're just gonna circle on down, find the block, take your fingertips to the block, and then open all the way up towards half moon. So think of half moon as a full moon, yeah? That you're spoking the energy out from the navel center in 360 degrees, yeah? The whole body lighting up. Now you might stay here and just reflect. It's feminine, it's soft, it's quiet. Maybe take the hands to the heart, or perhaps exploring Chapasan, coming to clasp that back foot. And then breathe into your full potential here. Inhale. Exhale. Fingertips to the block. Ooh! Almost didn't make it. And then sweep and clear, rainbow warrior. Go back to the front of your mat. Slide the block out of your way as you shift back. Downward facing. Oh, it feels so good when it's over. Yeah, that one leg is so long. Inhale, come forward. It's luxurious. Upward facing. Exhale, cobra, bow. Inhale through child's pose so you feel nice and smooth across the low back. And then reinvigorating. Take your tail to the sky. Inhale, left leg lifts. Step it generously forward and through. Spin to the flat of the back foot. Get your block handy, about 6 inches out from that big toe, and then cartwheel the arms up. Warrior two. Reach way back so there's a little wave through the body, and draw the bow. It's coming up and over the tide of your breath. Reverse it. Circle on down, getting rooted. Fingertips to the block, but really light touch. You're gonna shift up and over. Take that arm in the full circle, and then perhaps stay with the legs straight, yeah? Or bending through that top leg. Find the kick. Find the lift, maybe even out of that bottom hand as much as you can, yeah? Hands to heart. Maybe you dance. It could be here, here. Just let it play. Integrate as you pull the whole body into the center, and then exhale, fingertips touch, right? That's how we began. Release the leg. Circle on back, step it down. Downward facing. Roll through a wave. Inhale. Exhale, shift the block, or you get knocked out, and then press back to child's pose. Last little push here. Inhale, downward facing. Take the right leg high to the sky, bend your knee, open it up, pull forward, and flip your dog. From here, just circle that arm, step around, thread through fallen triangle. So you'll trade, the left arm comes to the sky. Then take a little elevator ride, sit your cheeks down. Square off for Vashisthasana, coming to sort of face that back corner of your mat. Big toe clasp. And then dive in, let the low back breathe. Inhale, you might even put like a micro bend in your knees if it feels like any stress. Hinging from the hips. Inhale, breathing up. Exhale, transition. You're going to rewind it. Right hand down. Turn the feet towards your right, and then lift up. And then exhale. Bring the hand to the floor, left hand down. Leg comes into pigeon. Oh, you knew it was coming. We can't do hips and not do pigeon. So come down. If you need a little bit of support, that nice deep 90-degree angle. And then from here, explore perhaps twisting, just kind of stacking the hands and opening the chest to the right. And breathe in and smooth it out. Come back to neutral. Fingertips to touch, holding that space overhead now. 3 deep breaths. And gently inhale, come on up. Lengthen, curl the back toes under, lift, and step back, shifting the block off to the side. Inhale, shrug it off. If you want to take a little flow and just rinse through the tide under the full moon, bowing humbly, feeling your connection to it all, drawing strength from it. Downward facing dog, last side. Inhale, left leg lift, bend your knee, open your hip. Pull forward till the shoulders are over your wrist, and then flip it. Exhale, circle back around, plant the palms. Thread the left leg through fallen triangle. From here, sit your left hip down. Square off both cheeks in the sand, open the legs out wide. Inhale, lift from the heart, exhale, any amount forward folding, creasing from your hips. If that's really too much, you can bend the knees a little bit, and then it's like kind of a happy baby variation here. But no cranky baby variations. Yeah, just keep it smooth, keep it light, and bow. Lead from the heart. And let the breath just push you through its waves. Inhale. Floating up to surface. Turn to the left. Replant that left hand. Turn the toes to the pinky toe edges and then thread straight up, spoking out every direction. Circle back down, draw the leg in, pigeon on the second side with the block. And so you can really finesse kind of shifting towards this 90-degree angle. Inhale, coming towards the forearms perhaps. Internally rotating that back leg, let the head, neck, shoulders go. And if you twist it on the first side, then take the opposite arm as the leg that's in front across. Then we'll turn and open to the left. And let the head, the neck, the shoulders release. And then give yourself over to it all. And surrender, forward folding. Feel the whole back body. Breathing in and breathing out. And bring the fingertips back to touch. And gently come on up. And this time, press on back, slide the block out of the way. And take one last little rinse off. Come forward, rebounding out of the heart space. Exhale, bow, and come to child's pose. Smooth it all out. And as you're ready, cross the ankles and just come to sit. And squirm your way back onto the center of your mat. You have to choreograph the squirming too, right? You have to suddenly squirming is an actual pose. Plant your feet. Inhale, exhale, hug the backs of the legs on your way down. Just feeling fully supported as you come to dismount here. And then lie back. Just spread out. If you feel the best with your feet on the floor, you can stay right there and release the low back. Or come to wisdom's pose, bringing the soles of the feet together. And then bringing the fingertips again at the navel center, and just feel this ball of energy at the center of yourself. And sense it pulsing from the center, radiating in all directions, and then coming back into this pinpoint of light. And this full moon at the core of your being. And then simply reflect. Observe intuitively this unfolding. And feel all the potential at the height of your inhale. And relax and root as you exhale. And then gently interlace the hands and just let them rest on your belly. Take your breath down into the abdomen, low and deep, belly breathing. And breathe into your fullness. And let the energy blossom. Exhale. Be still and know. And as you invite the wisdom to wash over you, wave after wave, imagine the space between the breaths, like the space between stars. As though you were resting under a night sky, and breathing into the infinite possibilities between the stars. And then gently start to reawaken. Just circle the fingertips, the toes, bring the legs back together, press heels of hands into your thighs and elongate and traction. And draw the knees into your chest. Come into this ball of light. And then as you exhale, tuck your chin to your chest, stay round, stay connected. Hold under the backs of the legs and then rock it up. And come back to that cross-legged position. And bring the hands together, just holding this ball of energy, almost like a crystal ball, the full moon. Feeling all that potential. And bring your hands now to prayer and gratitude. Bow your chin to your chest, humble, looking into the light of your heart, and allowing that to shine a clear path. And then allow this energy to blossom. Lotus Mudra. And again, breathing into the fullness of this moment. Namaste. So when you want to kick them out of the house, do some yoga and you'll feel so much better. Thank you.
I'm Suzy Nece. Thank you so much for tuning in and practicing with us today. If you'd like to practice more or join us for public classes, check out yogaloftmb.com. That's Yogaloft in Manhattan Beach. And yogamitra.com for teacher trainings. Peace.